Hello, my lovely viewers and my dear students. Welcome back to my math distance learning class. In today's session, we are going to be learning about volumes of prisms and cones. And before we proceed with the video, I would request you to watch the previous videos that I've uploaded specifically about prisms, cones, and how to find their surface area. So this lesson is going to be an extension of the same concept, and I would provide the link in the description box so that you can view the previous videos before you start with this one. And a humble request, watch the video till the end so that you can answer the questions and check your understanding and provide your solutions in the comment section. So let's get started. Moving on, let's get to know the learning objectives for today. In the session today, you are going to learn how to calculate the volume of prisms and how to compute the volume of cylinders. So let's get started. So the first key concept for today that is going to be helping you to find the volume of a prism is going to be this general formula. It's written as capital B, which is denoting the volume of a prism as capital B multiplied with small h. And if you have watched the previous videos, then I'm sure you all can recall that capital B here denotes the area of the base of the prism and H is the height. So if the prism that we are considering has a base square, it is a square prism, then the capital B is going to be the area of that square, which is the base. If the base changes, there is a rectangular prism, then capital B denotes the area of the rectangle. So based upon the type of prism that you have, you will be able to calculate capital B, the area of the base, and then plug in the formula to find the volume. We'll be looking at some examples now. So this is the first example for today, and as you can see from the image that this is a triangular prism. So the base of this prism is a triangle. Let me highlight it more with my red ink so that you can see the triangle, which is the base, clearly, and then we can proceed to find its volume. So this is the base. Means what? If I'm taking this prism, I'm just rotating it a little bit and then making it stand on this triangle, then that's my base area. So when I'm trying to find the volume using the formula capital V is equal to B times H, the one that you just saw in the previous slide, we will be able to find this capital B by finding the area of this triangle. So area of the triangle is given by base times height divided by 2. The base of the triangle you all can see is 8 feet and the height or the altitude of the triangle is 6 feet. So we are just plugging in the values here. 8 times 6 divided by 2. So capital B is 24 square feet. So we've got the area of the base, the area of the triangle. And now let's just plug in the values in the formula and get our answer. So area of base 24 square feet we have substituted, and height of the prism. So if you take this prism, this triangular prism, and make it stand on the triangular base, then you would see that the height of this prism would come out to be 9 feet. So that's what we've substituted here. So 24 times 9 is 216 cubic feet. Now remember, we are now finding the volume, so the unit will have whatever is the length cube times. Okay, so that's your volume. That completes the solution. Let's take another example, and this is now an example, as you can see, on a rectangular prism. I will again, just like the previous one, highlight the base here. So this is the base. And for this base, you can see it is in the shape of a rectangle with length as 5 inches and width as 3 inches. Again, the height of the prism is very clearly given to you. It is equal to 10 inches. So you have all the 3 dimensions here. We just plug in the values to find the volume. That is going to be B times H again. That is 3 inches multiplied with 5 inches multiplied with 10 inches. So the volume for this rectangular prism is going to be 150 inches cube. Easy and quite easy to score if you have all your calculations correct. So let's move on now to the learning objective 2 for the session today. That brings us to the second key concept. In this one, we are going to learn the formula for finding the volume of a cylinder. So you can see the image here. The cylinder has radius r and a height h. So the formula that will help you to find its volume is going to be very similar. You are taking the same formula B times h, and here if you see the base is a circle. I'll highlight it again. So the base is a circle. That means the capital B is going to be area of the circle, which is pi r square. That's why the formula to find the volume of a cylinder is pi r square h, where B is the area of the base, which is circle, and h is the height of the cylinder. So quite easy formula to remember, and let's see how we can use this to find the volume of a cylinder. So this is the third example for today, and in this question we have to find the volume of this cylinder which is given to you. Also, there are a few other things mentioned here, so let me highlight. You have to round off your answer to the nearest tenth. So your answer will come out to be a decimal. You have to round it off to one decimal place. Also, when you're doing the substitution, the value of pi that you're going to be considering is decimal 3.14. Okay, so let's get started. From the shape, I'm sure you can easily see the height of the cylinder is 15 centimeter and its radius is 8 centimeter. So let's calculate its volume, B times H. And because the base is a circle, so the area is going to be pi r square. That gives you 64 pi centimeter square for capital B. Now let's plug in this value here in the value of volume and then substitute the height as 15. So that gives you 960 pi, and as it was mentioned in the question, you have to substitute pi as 3.14 and then multiply and simplify. So the final answer for the volume of this cylinder rounded off to the nearest tenth is 3114.4 centimeter cube. So that wraps up example 3 for you. It's now time to check your understanding. So that I'm going to be giving you now one question on cylinders, which you will try yourself and do it as your homework. Again, like always, we can check your solution once you type it in the comment section. So please solve this. This is your homework for today. I'll read the question for you and even highlight to give you a few hints. You have to find the volume of the cylinder here, and the radius is already given to you. So R is 3 centimeter, height is 8 centimeter. So just use the formula V equal to pi r square h. Remember to round off to the nearest 10. I'm sure you will be giving the correct answer. I'll be waiting for your solutions in the comment section. So let's see what we've learned today. Let's summarize the lesson. So in the lesson today, we have seen for two solids, cylinder and prism, how we find the volume. So this is a formula list. You can remember, it's really important. So number one, for cylinder, if you see the base or the cross-sectional shape is a circle. So the formula for volume comes out to be pi r square h. For a prism, now prism has a general formula, volume is equal to base, the area of the base times height. But if you have different bases, like you have a triangular base, you get a triangular prism, you have a rectangular base, you get a rectangular prism, you have a square base, it's a cube. So accordingly, your formula for volume would specifically change. But yes, you can just say the general formula is V equal to B times H. So for a triangular prism with the base as a triangle, the formula for volume is equal to 1 by 2 base times height of the triangle multiplied with height of the prism. For a rectangular prism, the formula for volume changes because the base is a rectangle here. So the formula is going to be length times width times height. And for a cube with square as the base, the formula for volume is going to be L cube, since it will have all the sides of equal length. That was the summary of the lesson, the formula list that is very important. and you should be remembering it, learning it, so that you can use the correct formula and solve your question correctly and reach to the correct solution. So that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you so much, viewers, for joining. I hope you enjoyed the session, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, press the bell icon to get notified of all my upcoming videos. See you in the next class. Bye bye.